Nos van a subir.
Nos van a poner un chaleco, ¿ok? Siempre les ponen a los niños chalecos. Por cualquier cosa, porque como va al agua, se les pone chalecos salvavidas a los niños. Siempre. Es parte de la seguridad de la lancha. ¿No vieron?
That's for you?
Thank you. Mete manita.
Leave that one real quick. Pull up, stop.
Nos tocó el verde.
A ver, Paulina.
Bueno, el verde azul.
Como azul verde.
Hand me those two because I get free.
Salen por aquí. Yeah.
Powering it or? That's 150cc 30 and 1 pump. When you get down on the water, it's going to come one. Alright folks, if you come in, we're going to stand right in front of the car. We're going to stand right in front of the car. We'll take some photos for you too, okay?
Okay.
En que we stop conmigo, pásale. Va primero Sofi, pásale Sofi. Vaya.
All right, doors closed in front of you. ¿Listas?
¿Listas?
Hopefully, Kevin, one more time.
Ah, ya.
Ven para acá, todas. Si salen, haz para acá.
All right, folks, welcome aboard the Amphicars. My name is Scott. I'll be your crazy Chicago driver today, all right? A couple quick rules for you. If you notice, we do have these shiny silver handrails. Those are not to be touched at any point. We'll no longer be an Amphicars ride. We'll become a submarine ride. We don't want that today, okay? Now, for the adults, for your safety, I do have clear civilization devices back here. I'm not a good swimmer, so I'll have you throw me one up if we need it, okay? We have an umbrella because it's Florida, you know. To remain seated at all times, keep all loose articles within the vehicle. Anything we lose along the way, I'm unable to retrieve, okay? That includes the little ones.
Okay.
Y'all ready to have some fun?
Which way you headed?
Rock and roll.
Marketplace.
¿Están contentas? Sí.
Where are you at? Marketplace now. Jeff will be down there in a second.
Green 2, splashing. All right. 5 dining rooms inside, 4 dining docks outside, 3 bars. That's the best part, of course. Woo, no waves here. Now outside, you might notice we do have a boat museum. You can actually walk the dock and learn about all these fancy, beautiful boats that we have. There's a lot of history behind them too.
Oh, estás
And as you're around the corner, folks, I do a special treat for you today. It's a very special boat on display. I'll point it out in just a moment, okay?
They love rainforest.
Oh yeah, the volcano? Oh, it's awesome. So we see this tiny little boat on the end right here. This is a very special boat because it's the only boat in the museum that I can afford.
Well, yeah, I can imagine, huh?
Yeah. A lot of these fish stamps are very valuable.
Tienen como un museo de botes.
es el más chiquito.
Es el más chiquito que tienen.
No, hasta que hace restaurante. Es el bebé. Toma fotos.
You picked a beautiful day for a car ride, huh?
Oh, yeah.
It's really hot past today. Yeah, today's nice.
And the day that we ate here at the boathouse, it was too late.
Yeah.
And then they want to ride the boat, and we're like, oh, no, it's super dark. And
Yeah. Well, this is perfect.
Yeah.
This is perfect. Glad you came back. How long are you on town for?
tomorrow is our last day.
Oh, okay.
We stay here for 10 days, 11 days tomorrow.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
No, do you break it up a little bit? Do you have like a pool day? And
Yes,
then, okay,
like
that's
days,
smart. Yeah, that's
it's
smart.
super tired for us.
Oh, I can imagine. One of my best friends was just in town from Chicago, and him and his wife did 7 days straight at theme parks.
Oh my God. No.
And I mean, they're about ready to kill each other right now, you know. So yeah, I told him, I was like, you need to break it up every couple days to have a pool day.
Yeah, we did like 3 park days and then break it with a pool day. But I mean, it was super tired for me, you know, like.
Oh, absolutely. We were at the Disney parks the entire time.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, yeah, this time we did Epcot, you know, and then Magic Kingdom. And
Oh yeah.
Disney parks, but before we did like studios.
Yeah, Universal, yeah. That's where I live. I live right by Universal Studios.
Dile que estuvimos aquí una semana.
It's because this time we went to Universal a week before.
Yeah.
Just
my
Advent.
Oh, nice.
So,
Now, do you ride roller coasters?
Yes.
Did you go on the Velocicoaster?
The Velocicoaster.
Yeah, that is incredible, isn't
oh
it?
my God, that is, I can't believe it.
Yeah, it's my favorite ride in Florida. So amazing. We're going to be on everybody's Instagram and Snapchat over here. As you drive by, I'll be taking photos of you.
Bye.
Now the volcano erupts about every half hour.
Yeah.
And from the lake here, like if you're right here, it goes off, you feel the heat. As if you're not hot enough already in Florida, you know.
¿De dónde se iban los barcos?
Está padre esa
Ay.
Mira, este es Saratoga. T-Rex.
You did a smart thing about the drinks on board, you know. People on the side like, oh man, I didn't like chuck my drink before getting on. Like you could have brought it.
I asked if it's different age.
Yeah, okay, absolutely. also represented the top speed of the vehicle. 7 knots in the water and 70 miles an hour on land.
Okay.
Now that'll tell you two things about an Amphicar. It's not only a terrible boat, but it's a terrible car. You might notice I'm steering with the steering wheel. There's no rudder like a traditional boat. It's going to be the front wheels turning that's going to steer you. So not only is it slow, but it handles terribly. Now just a moment here, folks. I'm going to demonstrate 7 knots. We're going to go soaring across the lake at top speed. I'm going to check in with my green 2, checkpoint 1, temperature normal, crossing. Seen one of those yet. Don't know if it's up by the way. That's pretty cool.
Cool, huh?
Checkpoint 1, holding for traffic. Green 2. I guess these guys are. I didn't realize they're both leaving. I'm just gonna hold here for just a second. Those boats are a little bigger than me, you know. So I don't want to play that game with them.
They're a little faster than us.
Waves head on here so they don't get wet. Alright. Hang on tight. So back in 1931, he was a race car driver, and he decided to convert his race car into an amphibious vehicle. Now imagine his regret when it sunk in 1932 in the Rhine River. Hans was able to salvage the vehicle and continued to develop amphibious prototypes for the following decades, including the Amphicar 770 that we ride in today. Now this car was built to be marketed to Americans. It actually debuted at the New York Auto Show in 1961. And they manufactured it from 1961 to 1965. Hans intended on selling 25,000 vehicles. Unfortunately, he only sold about 3,800. The reason for this being, Americans back in the 60s, they didn't really care for the Triumph motor, 1100cc, 38 horsepower. They wanted V8s, they wanted muscle cars. It was the muscle car era. These cars did not sell well. Of the 3,800 sold, only about 300 remain in existence today. Now here at the Boathouse, we own 7 total Amphicars, being the largest collection in the world. So they manufactured Amphicars in 4 different colors. The one we're riding in today, this is the Fjord Green. We also have Beach White, Lagoon Blue, and the best-selling one was the Regatta Red. Now out front of Boathouse today, we actually have all 4 cars. All 4 colors, I should say. Now these cars can withstand waves. They can withstand salt water. Back in 1962, 4 British gentlemen put the Amphicars to the test. They drove 2 Amphicars across the English Channel. This took them 7 hours, and they battled 20-foot waves. That's how they transport their employees from one dock to the other. They get the fast boat. Famous people who own an Amphicar, former President Lyndon B. Johnson. He had one on his ranch out in Texas. The thing with Lyndon Johnson is he wouldn't tell people it was an Amphicar. He'd drive to the top of the hill and he'd say, "Oh no, the brakes went out." And he'd drive right into the lake. That's a man of my heart right there. I like a good brake. Now Hans Triple, he the production of the Amphicar 770 was discontinued, he continued to develop prototypes for the rest of his life. The last prototype he developed was in 1990. He was 81 years old. Actually passed away in 2001. Green 2, checkpoint 2 crossing.
What's that? Mira, Pau.
Now where y'all from?
From Texas, from El Paso.
Oh, El Paso, very cool. I was just in San Antonio last weekend. Yeah, I saw my first wild tarantula ever. Yeah, that was a little scary. My friend from there, she said, look, I'd rather have the tarantulas here than the gators you have back at home. And I told her, I said, no, you're wrong, because I don't have to check my boots for gators every morning.
¿Por qué le tiene cocodrilos?
I'm really scared about gators here.
Yeah. Well, I've never seen a gator in the lake.
No?
It doesn't mean they're not here, but I've never seen one here, yeah. I see them just about everywhere else, you know.
I just imagine that it's like, I can imagine how maybe out here.
Well, the thing with gators, I mean, they're big and lazy. They just sit there. They don't bother anybody, you know. They won't pursue you either. As long as you don't bother them, they don't bother you.
Really?
Yeah, I mean, you can, you know, they'll sit there. You know, if they're on the golf course, you got some friends that play golf, and you know they'll sit there by the holes. My friends go up behind them and they grab their tails, and it scares them, and they go forward into the water. So it gets them off the golf course. Now I'm not gonna do that because I feel like I have a little more common sense. But hey, you know, you get a couple drinks at a golfer. You know. Yeah, exactly. Stick to this away. Even like the smallest pond out by me, like I'll find a gator in it, you know? That's not shocked because I've seen one in here. Yeah, Circus Layoff to the right, they have a new show coming in November.
What show is going to be?
I'm not sure what the show's gonna be, but you know, Circus Slay, they do also, you know, also circus performances. So.
Van a adaptar uno para Disney.
The fireworks show when you were there?
Ah, the Harmony?
Yeah, yeah.
Yes.
Is it awesome?
Yes.
It looks really neat. I'm looking forward to going over there. I'm gonna wait till everybody else has seen it first. You know, it's so busy over there right now.
They're so excited with the entrance of the Ratatouille.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. How was that?
I found that last group.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Oh, you got lucky. Wow. Yeah, the ride looks pretty neat. 3-2, checkpoint 3 coming home. Oh, the volcano's going off. If you look up there.
Mira, el volcán del Rainforest. Allá se ve. Allá.
So when they have rocket launches from the Kennedy Space Center, you can see it clear as day from here. They shoot right above the volcano, basically. It's really neat to see. ándele.
Ándele, no.
Ya la yeah, right? Yeah. That would go viral, you know?
Ay, mira,
Yeah, you never know. Yeah. Yeah, you never know, and I don't want to find out. Remember the first time I went kayaking in Florida, and we're in the Silver Springs in Ocala, and it's a beautiful river. I mean, it looks like something out of a movie. And you see all these little, gators, maybe 3 or 4 feet. No big deal. Then we get to the narrowest part, right? And everybody up ahead of us were like, hey, there's a gator coming. And we're like, oh, okay. Yeah, I was thinking about a 10-foot gator coming right at us. And it was about, I would say maybe 15 feet wide, the river at that point. So my girlfriend and I, we're paddling all the way to the side, like, so I'm like, don't move, don't do what he's thinking, let it go by. I know, he didn't look at us, we're not by, but I mean, they're looking for turtles, they're not really looking at these people, so. Yeah, they don't want to buy you, they don't want to bother with the kayak. Yeah, oh, I don't blame you. Yeah, it's a 4-speed rear mounted transmission. It's out of a Volkswagen Beetle. And then down below, this is the transmission for the propellers. I got a forward and neutral and reverse too. So when I get the vehicle in the water, I put this transmission in neutral, and then it just runs off the propellers. Okay. You'll see when I go back up, right before you hit the ramp, I'm gonna put it in first gear. It'll get the rear wheels going, and we'll grab the ramp and shoot on up. I think going up is almost as fun as going back. It's going in. Yeah, I got them all back this time. All right, that's a good day.
It was the first time for everything.
Yeah, no paperwork for me today.
Although she did get a Band-Aid on her knee, so I don't know if you came through on that.
Well, that little gator got her.
Yeah.
All right, folks, you remain seated as we spin the car around. On the west side. Sorry, baby. Alright, now the next step is gentle, maybe a little slippery, ground's a little wet there, okay? Okay. I know. Not easy to get out of these things sometimes. Y'all fun?
Oh, yeah.
Excellent.
That's cool.
You gonna go out and buy one now?
Just go ahead and get that trash for if you want.
Oh,
yeah,
thank
go
you.
ahead. I'll get that, Mom.
Thank you.
Welcome.
They left us nothing. Can you believe that?
You know what? We're behind the wheel, so that's not a bad thing. We have later, though.
Yeah.
Good later.
Thank you. I was saying, didn't stop me. Espera.
Exactly. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you. No, thank you. Take care. Bye, thank you. Bye. ¿Te gustó?
Muy padre, ¿verdad?